I got a good question the other day. What is an SEP-IRA? What is the deadline to contribute to an SEP-IRA? This is a self-employed IRA. You can contribute either 25% or a maximum of $53,000 a year, whichever is lower, as of 2015. By the way, this figure will change. 53,000, 25% probably won't, but the 53,000 will change because last year it was 52,000. Remember, there's no inflation, but somehow they're increasing the limits of what you can contribute. Anyway, the deadline is April 15th-ish, or at the time you file your taxes, no extension. For instance, if I file my taxes in March, but I don't have my SEP opened up for 2014, so if I don't have my SEP opened up for 2014, but I'm filing in March, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll just contribute to it afterward. No, can't do that. Got to make sure that it's in the account before you file your taxes, or to the point that you file an extension. This must be approved by the IRS. So you'll need to contact the IRS about that and get them to sign off. Always get them to sign off in writing or over the phone on a recorded line. Don't just trust some random individual and, oh, well, that turned out to be wrong. Okay. So let's suppose you make $13,000 in self-employment income. You can contribute $3,250 to an SEP-IRA. So why is that a big deal? Just as a case in point, remember that your taxable income would be normally reported at $13,000, but if you contribute to $3,250, your taxable income is going to be lower. You're going to pay less taxes because it's similar to a traditional IRA. It's not a Roth. Okay. Let's suppose you make $221,000 in self-employment income. You can contribute the $53,000 because, again, the 25% or the $53,000 is whichever is lower. Obviously, 25% of $13,000 is going to be lower than the $53,000, right? But in this case, I believe 221,000 times 20.25 is 55 plus, so 53,000 would be lower. And then, of course, again, they would take the $53,000 off of the reported income, so you would be responsible for taxes in the $170,000 range. Okay, so it's a really good deal, and keep in mind the deadline. There's a lot of mix-ups on the deadline, but you do need to get the SEP opened beforehand. I would really strongly recommend, just for peace of mind purposes, always do this. This is kind of my belief in Roths too as well and stuff. Always do this in December. Don't kick the can down the road into the last minute, because you just never know what comes up, and you never know what paperwork you need to submit, and it just makes all the paperwork and everything easier. If you kick the can down the road and wait until the last minute, you're going to end up hurting.